I'm Gerald Faneroff. This is my wife, Beverly.
Gerald had a huge personality. He laughed the loudest of everyone. And that's sort of what we lost. It was just overwhelming. It was just overwhelming. It's you lose your partner and you have a person living with you that's not the person you married. And it's a huge transition to adjust to accepting that person where they are and what their needs are, and then realizing that you also have needs.
Being in a place like this where you're surrounded by people who all understand it and they speak to you with dignity is just, it's amazing. That's why it's an amazing place.
When a family deals with dementia and Alzheimer's, they often pull back, pull away, become very isolated. So we hope as Amazing Place that we can reach out to where people are, reconnect them, get them the help and support they need, but also we've always considered ourselves a relational ministry. We need to be out there relating to people, encouraging families and friends to be there and support one another.
Amazing Place has a story to tell, and it is a story of hope, reconnection, support, and care for the community.
Helping families with the challenges of dementia and Alzheimer's sums up what we do in a very clear way. No matter who we're talking to or who we're touching, ultimately, we're helping families with the challenges.
We all have the same goals and mission, and that is to help, truly help people with dementia and their families and help them navigate this journey that they're on. We are here to support the community. We have programs that help not just the individual who's impacted, but it helps the families.
I'm a different person. And really thanks to a lot of things, but mainly thanks to Amazing Place. And the classes, I say that the classes that they offer for caregivers are as valuable as what they do for the participant. We meet because we have a bond in common and we know something that our friends can't possibly relate to.
I think what Amazing Place keeps in mind is that we are all created in the image of God. Dementia doesn't obscure that image or obliterate it or deface it in any way.
There is still a stigma around cognitive impairment and dementia, but Amazing Place's work and the work of many other organizations are really pushing back against that. So I think everybody can have these conversations and have a willingness to have these conversations. I think that's really important.
It does take an entire family, a whole community to come together. And here at Amazing Place, we want to help those communities to best serve the person with dementia as well as the family in its entirety.
This is a terrible, insidious disease, and it's going to hit some unbelievable percentage of people over 80.
The common just numbers to put behind it is there's about 6.5 million people, Americans with some sort of dementia. If in the state of Texas, it's about 500,000. And it's the 6th leading cause of death. And so these numbers are just gonna get larger and larger. It's gonna be a large percentage of our population. So there's not enough adult day centers in our city, in our country. And Amazing Place is a really rare gem.
One thing that really has resonated with all of us is the fact that the boomers are aging, and in 9 years, the baby boomers will begin turning 85. And that is just, it's sort of overwhelming to think about the fact that 1 in 3 of those boomers will have a form of dementia, including Alzheimer's.
If adult day centers were like the new fancy drug, it would be a billion-dollar drug. It would just get out there because the effectiveness in the literature of what the adult day centers are doing, they're pretty equivalent to some of these billion-dollar drugs. It's really like a cutting-edge caregiving treatment.
Organizations like ours really thrive, not only because of the mission and the ministry, but because the community embraces us and the community believes in what we do. We've got to go where the people need us, meet them where they are, and that's West Houston, Katy area. The fastest growing demographic out there is 55 plus. So we knew we needed to go west and build Amazing Place West.
They've got the property, we're raising the money, and it's going to be just as great as the one that we have right here.
Amazing Place really does things the right way in caring for people fully and wholly. I've admired and appreciated this ministry for as long as I've known of it.
Everyone wants to give effectively. Amazing Place not only provides the practical care for a person, but there's something very sacred in the care too. And everyone needs to think about how are you using your temperament, your gifts, your talents, to not only help other people, but to deepen your own humanity. We all want that. We all want our lives to be meaningful. This provides that opportunity to do it. It answers some of the deepest needs of our souls.
The name is perfect. There couldn't be a better name for this place because it's truly amazing.